Is this fire? Yeah, I'm down with the kids' lingo. So I think I've got a dissenting opinion about Fahrenheit 451. I think it's just okay. So I've now read the three big dystopian novels. The first one, Brave New World, which was published in 1932. I gave this one 4 stars. Great ideas with an unsatisfying ending. And then we have 1984, which was published in 1949. It would have been nice if it was published in 1948. I gave this one 5 stars. It has a bunch of amazing inventiveness in it. Really love this book. And so we come to Fahrenheit 451. So this was published in 1953, only 4 years after 1984. And, well, I give this one only 3.5 stars. It's really the first full novel that Ray Bradbury had written. Technically, the first novel that he did was a bunch of short stories that got collected up, and that was The Martian Chronicles. So this was the first novel where it was a full story, novel length, that he wrote as a novel. If you don't know what this is about, it's basically about a fireman, whereby fireman we mean someone that goes around burning illegal books. But then he actually reads one, and we follow the consequences of that. So why do I give it 3.5 stars? Well, the prose is a bit flowery, a bit purple in places, a bit too poetic. I mean, other people may like poetry, and that's fine. Fortunately, the poetry just comes and goes. Having said that, in a lot of places it's actually a very compulsive read. I just wanted to keep reading. So there are good bits and bad bits. There is some cool future tech. They have these kind of ear thimbles, which are basically AirPods with a cellular connection. So that's kind of cool. But unfortunately, a lot of it just feels too unrealistic, which may sound like a funny thing to say, but in Brave New World in 1984, although they're describing these future states of the world, they do have a certain sense of realism about them. The people interact in certain ways that feel realistic, whereas in this book, they just don't feel like how people would interact. One very interesting part is there's this 4-walled parlor that the wife of the main character is in, and basically all the walls are video screens. And the description of what she's watching is very much like TikTok or YouTube Shorts. It's just like this constant stream of just kind of spectacle, just kind of nonsense, nothing substantial. And so in that sense, the book is actually describing a bit of a future kind of like Brave New World, where people are too distracted on fun to focus on anything meaningful. But ultimately, it was just okay. The ending was kind of appropriate, but nothing exciting. I just think maybe I don't like the way that Ray Bradbury tells a story. I've read some of his short stories, and again, they feel kind of just dreamlike, nothing concrete, unrealistic. So maybe I just don't like his stuff. Funnily enough, for a book concerning itself with censorship, there was a time, the period between 1967 and 1979, when the text was altered to get rid of some of the swear words and some other things. My copy is from 1976, but it's a British edition, so it's unaltered. So this was a hard one for me to decide on whether to give it 3 or 4 stars. I'm ultimately going with 3.5 stars. Usually this gets quite high ratings from people. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree or disagree? If you haven't read it, I still think it's worth reading. It's one of the classics and it's only 170 pages. Yeah, so leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.